This is Scott the Fix-It Guy. Our goal with our videos is to empower you to be able to do the repairs on your own and save a whole lot of money and also get that great feeling of having fixed it by yourself. Today we have a Bosch dishwasher that is not filling with water, and this is a little bit more of a modern Bosch dishwasher. It has a fill valve that's in the back of the dishwasher instead of in the front, so it's a little harder to get to, but not much harder. And we're just looking at how it's set up here. There's the fill valve down there. If you're getting a no water situation, just make sure that valve is in the arm position. And we're going to give it a little test before we go right into replacing the fill valve. I'm pretty sure that's what it is, but I'm going to start it up and let it run for a little bit. It should fill up to a point where the water is about the same height as the round filter handle. In this case, it did not fill up at all, so we know it's not letting water in. So I'm going to change that valve. I took a Phillips head screwdriver to remove two screws here at the bottom so I can take off this kick plate, and that's going to give me some access to the feet of the dishwasher, which I can lower, or actually in this case raise up, so that I can get the dishwasher out of the cabinet. So I'm turning this one, which lowers the back leg, and then I'm going to make sure I have it turned off. I'm going to unzip it from the cabinet by removing the two Phillips head screws at the top, and then I'm going to take these little feet and move them all the way to the right as far as they can go, so they're fully retracted up into the dishwasher. That's going to let the dishwasher come down a little bit, and that'll allow me to pull it out of the cabinet. In this case, it was in pretty tight inside of a fairly small cabinet, so it's a little bit harder to get out. You got to make sure on this one that the feet are all the way up into the dishwasher. The dishwasher is coming down from the top of the cabinet, so there's a little gap, and that's going to give me a chance to get this thing out of the cabinet. I'm going to open the door and kind of wiggle on the door to get it to come out a little bit. And then I can close the door, I can grab the whole dishwasher and start pulling toward me. And sometimes the fill line is too short to allow you to get the dishwasher out. In this case, the fill line's nice and long, so I don't have to disconnect the fill line. And it's plugged in the back of the dishwasher, so that's all the same. And the drain line is long enough so I can just pull the whole thing out. I'm going to use a pair of pliers to grab this gray thing here underneath the water line. And this is what the new fill valve looks like. I'll put a little link in the description below. You can get this from Amazon pretty cheap. I pulled out that whole gray assembly, and I disconnected the power to the fill valve. And now I'm pulling the fill valve off of the old hose. I got the new one now put on the hose, and I'm pinching in on the hose clamp to get it back up onto the fill valve so it's nice and tight. And now I can take the power connector that I took off before, and I can put it back onto the new dishwasher. And it's pretty easy to do. It just plugs right in. To take it out, you have to push on a little tab and pull it out, but you want to push it in until you feel it click. There we go. Now I'm going to add that gray piece of plastic to the fill valve, because that's the fill valve housing. It kind of holds it into position, and it's easy to add it in. I'm just going to slide it in. I'll show you. Here's the gray piece that I pulled out. So I'm just going to slide it in over the fill valve. Fill valve has a ridge in it that it slides into, and then I'm going to push in the right side of this fill valve housing back into the white plastic frame of the dishwasher, and then I'll push in the left side, and it's going to click into place. To get it out, you use a standard head screwdriver to push in on a tab to help get it out when you're removing it. Now I'm just going to put the fill line back on. I'm going to screw it on by hand, get it nice and tight, and then I'll use my pliers to give it maybe half a turn more to make sure it's nice and watertight. So it's pretty easy to get this fill valve on and off. It's actually even easier than on the old models. It's kind of hard to get to because it's in the back of the dishwasher. So we get that on tight. We're going to go ahead and turn the water back on while we have it out so we can make sure there's no leaks. Give it a couple of minutes of watching it. Turn the valve back on, and we found out that it did not leak, so we're going to go ahead and close the door, and we're going to push the dishwasher back into the cabinet. So it's already plugged in. It's already got the drain line routed and the fill line routed, so it's all ready to go. Pushing it all the way back in. Once we get it in, we're going to go ahead and get the feet to go down. So I'm going to be turning it to my left, and that's going to push the feet down. I'll use a standard head screwdriver to help push the feet a little bit more. That's going to push the top of the dishwasher firmly up into the top of the cabinet to get it really locked into position. Once I get those feet all the way turned to the left, I can put my standard head screwdriver in that one center piece, and I'll turn to the right, and that's going to move the back foot and raise the back of the dishwasher up nice and firm into the cabinet. Once I get it done, I'll go ahead and put the two Phillips head screws that are holding the dishwasher into the cabinet on the upper right, upper left hand corner, and I can put the kick panel back on it too. So I'm just putting it in the groove and then turning to the left to get the feet down as far as they're going to go. And when we did the test, it actually worked great, filled, and it's all done. Thanks so much for watching our video. We really appreciate your support. And when you get a chance, please press the subscribe button below so you can be subscribed, and also the notification bell so we can send you more videos about appliance repair. Please also give us a thumbs up if you enjoyed the video. If you really liked the video and it really helped you, please press this new applaud button, and you can show your support and also get a nice clapping hands for your video. Thanks again.